What's the best piece of dad lore you've ever heard? My stepdad pretended to be a helpless old man to test my mom's new boyfriend, and it turned out legendary. I was 15 when my mom started dating Wesley, this hotshot real estate agent who drove a BMW and always wore designer suits. He took her to fancy restaurants and bought her expensive gifts, which was weird since mom was just a teacher at the local elementary school. My stepdad Richard had raised me since I was 2, and even though he and mom divorced when I was 12, he still lived in the guest house to help take care of me. He was a retired mechanic who spent his days fixing cars and teaching me about engines. Wesley hated that Richard was always around, constantly making comments about how some people just can't move on. One day, Wesley started pressuring mom to sell her house, saying she could make a fortune in the current market. He even offered to list it himself, no commission. That's when Richard got suspicious. He started playing this character, shuffling around with a cane, wearing thick glasses, acting confused all the time. Mom thought he was having health issues, but he winked at me when Wesley wasn't looking. Wesley totally fell for it. He talked to Richard like he was a toddler, over-explaining everything. The house, you know, where you live, we want to sell it. Richard would just nod and smile, sometimes wandering off mid-conversation muttering about needing to feed his imaginary cat. Then Richard started accidentally interrupting Wesley's house tours. He'd shuffle in wearing ratty pajamas, telling potential buyers wild stories about how the house was built on an ancient burial ground, or how his ghost friend Gerald liked to flush the toilets at 3 a.m. Wesley was furious but couldn't say anything because he was trying to convince mom to put Richard in a nursing home. The real genius part? Richard started leaving printed emails accidentally around the house. They looked like they were from the city planning department, talking about how the neighborhood was getting rezoned for a huge commercial development. Wesley took the bait hard. Suddenly, Wesley was pushing mom even harder to sell, saying the market was about to crash and she needed to get out now. He even had a perfect buyer lined up who would pay cash, no questions asked. The buyer turned out to be Wesley's brother. That's when Richard made his move. He shuffled into mom's kitchen one morning while Wesley was there, looking more confused than ever. "Hey, Carol," he said.